Hello friends, my name is Habib. Today we're going to learn how to make classes, classes in C++. To make a class, you just write class, then after that you write the name of the class. I'm going to name this, E. Now, you can do different things inside of a class. Like for example, I can initialize a variable inside of the class. If I initialize a variable inside of the class, which in this case the variable's name is var and type integer with the value of 20. If I want to access the variable inside of the class, I have to create an instance of the class. To create an instance of the class, I first write the name of the class, which is E, then the name of the variable I want to hold that instance in. I'm just going to call it C1. Now I can access the variable inside of the class by writing c1.var, which is the name of the variable I want to access. I have to make this public because public means that anything under this public, whether it's a variable or a function or anything, can be accessed from outside of the class. But if it's private, then that means that this var can only be accessed inside the class. So if I make this private, it returns an error. If I make this private and I want to print this variable, I have to create a function inside of the class that prints the variable, then call that function. Also the function have to be public. Anyways, so in short, public just means that the variable can be accessed from outside of the class. This is opening and closing braces. Anyways, let me just include string for the sake of things. I've already showed you that you can hold variables inside of classes. Oops. I've already showed you that I can hold variables inside of classes. But these variables are predetermined when the class is created. What if you want to be able to set the variables? Well, you can use a class initializer. Class initializers, whenever an instance of the class is created, class initializer is the first thing that will run. So, when this C1 is created, this E is going to run. So I'll make a new integer. Int var, and now I can write this var equals var. What is this? And it might be obvious already, but this arrow var refers to the variable named var inside of the class, but this var refers to the var as in a function parameter. I'll just say this dot var equals va. I'm just going to leave it like this. So when I do this now, I can write 100. Now I can see that the value of this var isn't 20 anymore, or at least the value of var for instance C1, it isn't 20 anymore, it's 100. I created a class initializer E, which took an integer called var. So now when I create this instance of the class C1, I supplied this var with the value of 100. So then the variable named var inside of the class got set to the function parameter var. So now it's at 100. Anyways, that's cool. Now there are also class destructors. Just write a tilde, then write name of the class. Same as initializing class constructors, except write tilde. Then print. Oops. This isn't C. I meant this isn't Python. C. stdc out by now you see that it prints by. It's printed by automatically. So basically, what class destructors do, when the class's lifetime ends, it's going to run the class destructor automatically when the class's lifetime ends. The class is created here, and the class's lifetime ends here at the end of this class's lifetime ends at when the program ends, so it will print by just before the program ends. But I can make this local. The lifetime of a local variable, that is a variable inside of curly braces, is the closing brace. So the lifetime of the C1 isn't the end of the program anymore, it's this closing brace over here. So when the program reaches here, C1 is going to get destroyed and the destructor is going to run. Oops. Now you see that this by prints before c1.var. Whoops. Oh, oops, I forgot. I forgot that this curly braces means a local variable. Since it's a local variable, the variable can only be used and accessed inside of the curly brace, not outside. So our place to c1.var is 2763. You see that by printed before 2763, since this class was destroyed before 2763. Now you can also create functions inside of classes. I'll make this to be a void. So we're just going to print the value of s. Now I'm going to do c1.class f, which basically just calls this function. Oops. Oh, I forgot I had the class constructor. I also keep forgetting to put new line for the end. Now you see it printed the value of this s over here. Now this is just scraping the surface of what classes can do. But anyways, that's it for today's video. Hope you enjoyed it. Subscribe to my channel, ObaCode. Bye.